Howdy. So, yesterday I posted a video, and I'm going to leave it up, that is about being stuck in a memory, all right? And the coolest thing is, this morning I realized that was an old version of me. The person who answered that question was an old version of me. And when I say old, I don't mean it's like I'm never going to be that person again, because I'm always me. But, I have really moved into this space of celebration. I love to celebrate people's success stories. And you can always turn anything that you see as a problem into a success. And so I call this cutting the snake off at the head. Though I like snakes, so please don't do that. Snakes are awesome. I love snakes. I was raised with snakes, truly, ever since I was small. My dad used to bring them home out of the field, and he'd stick us in the bathtub. And when I was little, snakes. It was so cool. And I used to have a big old python, so I love snakes. But I digress, as I do. So for a second, so this is about the question yesterday about being stuck in a memory. First thing first, and this is what I want to play with you with, is to move into the space of celebration. Just celebrate. You might be asking yourself, oh, wait a minute. That's a problem. What am I celebrating? Why would I celebrate that? Because you get to say, so what I heard you say is. So I go back in my mind. So let me give you a great example. Coffee. Today is Friday, and I caught myself in my mind going, oh, it's been such a long week. I need coffee. And in that moment, another version of me, we have very many of those, lots of versions of me flipping around. It's a very crowded room in here with all these Kristens. What I heard myself say is, so what I heard you say is, you don't need coffee, that you always have so much energy, and that Friday, you have more energy by the time Friday rolls around than you had on Monday. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it wonderful that you love your job so much that you leap out of bed, thrilled to start the day, and you know the day is just going to be one gloriously fun, exciting, oh my God, hell yes, event after another? And then when you come home, you get to go into your bed because you're going to have the most wonderful dreams. You always do. And you get to just have more fun tomorrow. You get to turn anything around like that. Anything. And that is my happy place. That is my celebration space, right? So I was thinking about, I used to do seminars. I remember when I did seminars. I'd get up on a stage in front of people, and sometimes a small stage, sometimes a great big stage with a great big auditorium. And it was so much fun. Just that space alone is a blast. But I would conduct my seminars from the space of, you have a problem, talk to me. But the very first seminar I ever did was, it was just so delicious, because it was just talking about how wonderful we are. And it was an enormous room full. We had no idea. Nobody knew who I was. I wasn't some big name, right? I think I did a video about this a little bit ago. And nobody knew who I was, and I got booked at the last moment to fill in this space. And it was just so perfect, because there were so many wonderful things that lined up to get me to that point. And when I was in the room and more people started walking in, and it got so full that people were having to stand along the walls. And then There were people crowded at the doors all peeking in because you couldn't even get in the room. It was so crowded. Oh, and that definitely was not a seminar where somebody gets in the hot seat and has a problem. We're fixing your problem. There wasn't one of those at all. It was my very first one, as I said. And all we were doing was talking about, just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful how loved you are and how supported you are and how amazing, you are. And it just was this space of complete adoration of every single person in that room. And at the end, when it was all over, everybody lined up down the aisleway just to shake my hand or give me a hug and just tell me how much they enjoyed it. Oh, when that was over, I was hooked. I'm like, that's what I want to do for my job. That's it. And that's what I've been doing ever since, even though I do a bunch of other stuff too. That's it. And this morning, I caught myself in the coffee talk, and I instead interrupted myself with so what I heard you say is that you have plenty of energy, that you never need coffee. You love it because it tastes so yummy, especially gas station coffee, I get up early in the morning, get in my car and drive all the way down the hill, even though I have coffee here. There's just something so special about gas station coffee. Sorry, guys. It's just the way it is. So, to answer my friend's question, to re-answer it. My friend's question from yesterday about getting stuck in memories. So what I heard you say is that every memory you have is just the most delightful, wonderful space. That you actually find yourself getting lost in how wonderful and how delicious you feel when you go into your memories. That you never, ever, ever have to, I think we've heard, maybe it was in a fantasy story about people who have to wrestle their memories to the ground and change them with things called revision and stuff like that. But you don't have to do it. Isn't it wonderful that we are celebrating how wonderful, how exciting, how fun, extraordinary, marvelous your memories are? Isn't it just a blast that we get to celebrate you in all your perfectness, in all your awesomeness? So, from here on out, this is me. This is me. Just Miss Celebration. So when I was talking about getting up on stages, and can you imagine going to a seminar where it's just pure celebration of every single person that raises their hand says, I have a question. And we all get to celebrate what comes out of that person's mouth. We all get to sit there and go, oh my God, that is so cool. How wonderful. How awesome. Isn't it wonderful to live in a world where this is how we interact with each other? Isn't it wonderful that we live in a world where when you're watching the news, it is just like one blow you away, awesome good news after another. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it awesome? Isn't it just flippin' wonderful that you roll out of bed just so thrilled to start your day? Because of course today's going to be far, far, far better than yesterday is. You can't even imagine it. It's so much more amazing than anything you've ever experienced up to this point. Isn't it just a blast? So, to the wonderful person who asked me the question, thank you, Miss J. Thank you. And next time, those inner conversations do their thing. at any time. So what I heard you say is, there you go. Love you.